Welcome to
Scraightup Sports.
Scraightup Sports. Scraightup Sports. Welcome to Scraightup Sports. Ohio State just got absolutely smashed by Michigan. And it absolutely hurts me to say it. I am a diehard Ohio State fan. But at the end of the day, certain things need to be answered. Now, I like Ryan Day. I like CJ Stroud. I don't know what the hell you were doing because I outcoached you on defense from my couch. I mean, literally, you ran man coverage the entire game. And running man coverage is cool if you have the talent to do so. But we have been punishing folks with disguise blitz and disguise zone coverage all year long. For you to switch it up in this game, and I understand if you thought that could work, that's cool. I get it. But everybody in the entire world was sitting screaming from their couches. Some of the analysts, everybody could see, listen, they are torching you on man coverage. Ryan Day, a word of advice. Michigan has shown, because I don't make no excuses, we got smashed. Michigan, go win one for the Big Ten. Hell. Ryan Day, understand something. Clearly, that finesse Pac-12 type mentality that you have brought to the Big Ten will only result in the same thing every single year. Every successful coach runs the ball and plays good defense. Two of the things that you decided not to focus on. Now, you focused on it this year. You got Nose. I don't know what the hell Nose was doing this game, but you got Nose. So I guess, we better this year defense. I'm cool with that. But that finesse style game, when we look at the Pac-12 or the Big 12 for that matter, or any of these other conference, the teams that do that spread, yeah, it's exciting. It gets fans on their knees. It gets fans all cheering, excited and all of that. But at the end of the damn day, it doesn't produce championship football. You are the coach for the Ohio State University. We want to win championships, not get style points. What made Urban Meyer so successful is, yes, he was a brilliant mind, but he pounded the football. And CJ Stroud, that's my man. You can't really say nothing bad about him except I think sometimes you got to run the ball, sir. I think sometimes you got to run the ball. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to crucify CJ Stroud because CJ Stroud is a competitor, and there was times when CJ Stroud was out there today like, no, back them up. No, let me get this. Like, I get it. But I do think he needs to run the ball a little bit more, okay? Defense wins championships. We all know this. Physicality wins championships. From the NFL to college football, hell, even Pop Warner, when you look at it, defense and running wins championships. And I don't know why all of these teams and all these coaches these days think that run, throw the ball a million times. And then, so for the life of me, the young freshman running back from Memphis goes ham last week. And you put in somebody we ain't seen all year in this game? Really? You put in, that man looked like a whole linebacker. Did he have a decent game? Yeah, okay. But at the end of the day, that young the whole game plan was tore up. I don't know what's going on. Now, here's his press conference. We can hear a few of the things that he had to say. But, I mean, I'm just flabbergasted. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I think when you looked at the first half, physically, we were playing really well up front, especially on defense. I'm not sure how many yards they had, in the first half, running the ball. And then they had those 2 long plays. And then in the second half, it was more of the same, too many big plays. That's really, when you look at the game, I don't have the stats in front of me, but it was just way too many big plays. And on offense, we had too many penalties, and it got us off schedule, and we just didn't do a good job converting on third down. And you combine all these things together, and then it gets out of the hand at the end because we're probably throwing the ball too much.
Over to the left, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Right in the second half, there was a lot of penalties that put you guys back, but you made it kind of reasonable on fourth down, and CJ's visibly pleading to go for it in that situation, given where the game was at that point. Why not go for it there?
Well, we're always going to be aggressive, but at those times I felt like it was the right thing to do was to punt.
Was you scared? I don't know what's going on. Let's go.
Over here to the right, Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com.
Brian, you changed your defensive coaching staff and brought Jim in part because you were frustrated by the lack of in-game adjustments. Just your reaction to what you saw today, where they were just repeatedly able to break off that many big plays.
Big plays, yeah. I'm going to have to obviously look and see, where all the breakdowns were. But
look and see. The whole world saw that. Listen, Nose did a good job this year, right? But I don't know what the hell he was doing this game. I really don't. I have no earthly idea what Nose was doing this game because, dude, you ran the same defense the entire. That young quarterback from Michigan is not that good. I'm just saying. Shout out to him. He's not that good. You disguise plays to frustrate young quarterbacks. What we did all year would have had him frustrated. I don't understand what that man was doing. I outcoached Jim Nose from my couch. I'm just saying.
It wasn't just one area. There was, a missed tackle on the first play. And then we got beat on a double move on the second play. And then there was obviously some misfits in the run game on some other plays. And there was also the pass, to the tight end. So a few plays in the back end and then a couple of the runs. So, yeah, obviously the first thing we need to do in games like this is play great defense, and other than 2 plays in the first half, I felt like we did, but not in the second half.
Third row left, Stephen Hellwagen, 24/7 Sports.
Yeah, Coach. During the first half, you get the early lead. You put it in there into the field twice, and I think on both series there was a screen pass and then a running play on second and long, turn it over on downs, kick a field goal, may have left 10 points out there. Just, do you feel like you missed the opportunity to grab control of the game at that point with a couple of the play calls there?
Yeah, I think it was, a combination of a lot of things. We spent a lot of time trying to, come up with things that we think, can get us into the end zone. And sometimes it's execution, sometimes, it's other things. But no, I think those were opportunities for us to kind of jump ahead, certainly early on in the game, and it didn't happen.
Over to the right, Austin Ward, Rivals, 97.1.
Ryan, really blunt last year. You just called what happened there a failure. I'm sure you feel similar right now. Does this feel worse that it happened again, or what are your emotions right now as you evaluate this?
Hard to say right now because this is not the outcome that we all envisioned. I thought we had a really good preparation. I thought we were building towards playing really well in this game, and we were fighting there in the first half. And I felt really good going into the second half, and we just didn't execute well enough in the second half. So
now, enough. I know he's hurting right now. Big fan of Ryan Day, but I just think some of the things that he did today I don't know. We were out-coached, out-physical. That finesse style of football is just not going to work, particularly in the Big Ten or that. Look at all the SEC teams. What do? They power the football, good defense, play action, pass. That's what we need to be doing. Now, I'm going to say this. Because there's rumors out there that Jackson State University coach Deion Prime Sanders is looking. Now, I'm just saying. There's rumors that Coach Prime Deion Sanders is out here and he's looking for a big-time Power 5 conference head football coach. And now, I'm not saying just go ahead and get rid of Day, but I'm just putting this out here. If Deion Prime Sanders, oh my God, if he is out there and wants to come to the Ohio State University, I, for one, ain't gonna be mad. Well, do you know what that would mean? All the best cornerbacks, all the best defensive backs, all the best everything would come. He's already stealing players, top 100 players for Jackson State. Can you imagine if he was at the Ohio State University? Now listen, I ain't no hater, even though I'm an Ohio State fan. Michigan, good game, 2 years in a row. Y'all showed us that physicality beats finesse. I hope y'all do good. You know what I'm saying? This is Josh Scraightup. I'm on Scraightup Sports. Signing out, people. And I'm out. Welcome to
Scraightup Sports.
Scraightup Sports. Scraightup.